Jai Hind dear students, welcome back to today's class. As you already know that we have completed second exercise of our chapter fractions and decimal. So today we are going to learn more about that. We are going to start our third exercise, that is exercise 2.3. So starting with question number 1. Question number 1 says that in first part we need to find the value of 1/4 of 1/4. So to do that, first we will write 1/4 replacing off by multiplication sign and 1/4. We have already learned that how to multiply two fractions. So multiplying numerator part and denominator part together, we will get 1 into 1, that will be your 1 over 4 times 4, that is your 16. Clear? So 1 over 16 is the value of 1/4 of 1/4. Now moving to the part B of first question. First we will write 1/4. In the place of off we will write multiplication sign and 3/5. We will do the same thing. So multiplying the numerator we will get 3 times 1 is 3 and multiplying the denominator 5 4s are 20. So 1/4 of 3/5 is 3 over 20. Understood? Now moving to part C. We'll write 1/4 into 4 over 3. Clear? So again doing the same thing, 4 1s are 4. So we'll write 4 and 4 times of 3 is 12. So we'll write 12 as a denominator part. Now as we have learned, we will further simplify it if they are having common factors. So 4 times 3 is 12. So we will reduce it as this. So in this way we are going to do this type of question. Now I think so you have understood that what we should do when we get this type of question. Just make clear that we will directly replace off sign by multiplication sign, and rest you know that how to multiply it. So moving to question number 2. Question number 2 says that multiply and reduce to lowest form. If it is possible, only then. So if you see the both parts of fraction, first part is given in proper fraction, but the second part is given in mixed fraction. So first of all, we will convert mixed fraction into an improper fraction. Since you already know that how to convert any mixed fraction into an improper fraction, so first of all, we will write the first part of a fraction as 2 over 3 times, first what we are going to do? We are going to multiply 3 times 2, then we will add up to 2. 3 times 2 is 6 and 6 plus 2 will give result 8. So we'll write 8 over 3. Clear? Now check. Now to find the product of these two fractions, we will multiply the numerator part and denominator part together. So 8 times 2 is 16 and 3 times 3 is 9. Now next part of the question is that we have to reduce to lowest form. Since this is an improper fraction, so converting this into a mixed fraction, we will get 1 as a quotient, 7 as a remainder and 9 as a divisor. So 1 7 9s is the multiplication part of part 1. Since I have also shared the picture to make you clear that how we will divide 16 by 9 and how we are taking the mixed part. So in this way you are going to do this type of questions. Easiest way to remember that how to write mixed fraction part, you can see in the picture as I have also shown, just reverse u. So in this way you will write it and you will get the result. Otherwise if you have understood, that's good. Now moving to question number 3. In this question again we need to do the same. But before solving the question, if they are having any common factors, you can reduce it. So if you will see 6 and 8 is having common factors. 2 3 times 6 6 and 2 4 times is 8. So we can reduce it here also. So now if you will multiply the numerator part, we are left with 3 times 3. So we will write 9 as a multiplication over 4 times 4 is 16 as a denominator part. Clear? So writing 16. Now we are going to reduce to lowest form. You all might be thinking that what is lowest form, right? So basically lowest form is same as simplest form. Okay. In simplest form or lowest form, if I say, both the numerator and denominator should have no common factor other than 1. So if you will see the second part, 9 over 16 is having no common factor, and also we cannot reduce in mixed fraction also, since this is proper fraction. Clear? So I think you have understood that why we have changed in part 1 also. So now moving with part 5th. In this part, if you will see, 15 and 3 is having common factor, isn't it? So first of all, whenever you will see any question, just check out the factors. So 5 times is 15. Clear? So multiplying the numerator part, we will get 5, and multiplying the denominator part, we will get 8. Okay? So it is very important to check the question first. Either they are having any factors or not. Also, we cannot reduce 5 over 8 further because this is already a lowest form. This fraction is having no common factors, and it is also a proper fraction. I hope so you are understanding everything. So now moving to next part, and also make clear that the parts that I have not covered in this video, you have to do that part in your homework copy. Clear? So if you will see part 6, we are moving to part 6. In this part again 4 over 5 times 12 over 7 need to be found. First of all, check the factors. Is there any factor in the crossway? In the crossway you have to check. Okay, is there any factor? No. 4 and 7 is having no factor, and 5 and 12 is also having no factors. So what we will do, multiplying the numerator and denominator part, we will get 4 times 12, that is 48 in the top, and 5 times 7, that is 35 at the bottom. Clear? Since this is an improper fraction, so dividing 48 by 35, we will get 1 as a quotient, remainder as 13 over 35 as divisor. So writing 35. Clear? This is how we will solve this type of question. So now moving to our next question, that is question number 3. In question number 3, you have to multiply the following fractions. So before we start, let us revise something. So we have already learned about proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. Since we have already done a lot of questions based on that, before solving any question, please convert any given mixed fraction into an improper fraction. Clear? Then you will see that if they can reduce to the simplest form, if they have any common factors, then we will reduce it. Okay? If you will see these two questions that we are going to do today, in first question 2 over 5th, since the top one 2, or we say numerator is smaller than the denominator, this is proper fraction, and we need to multiply it with 5 whole 1 over 4. Also, we have already learned that how to convert any fraction into an improper fraction. So what we usually do, we multiply with 4 and we add up to 1. Clear? This we do normally. So starting our question, we write it first 2 over 5 times. Now we multiply 5 and 4 to get the product. 5 4 times is 20 and we add up to 1. So we will write 21 over 4. Now what we have discussed already, we will reduce it. So 2 times is 4. Clear? Now multiplying the numerator part, we will get 21 times 1 is 21, and then in denominator we have 5 times 2, that is 10. I hope so you have understood that how to solve this question. Now we will convert this improper fraction into an improper fraction. If you will divide by 10, you will get 2 as a quotient, 1 as a remainder, and divisor you will write 10. So 2 1/10 is the multiplication of first part. Clear? In this way we will solve it, the rest part of the question. Now the second part of the third question is your homework. Okay? Now proceeding further, I would like to suggest that while watching the video only or learning the video, what you can do, you can pause the video and practice the question by yourself first, then check your result. Otherwise, after the class, practice all the questions that have been discussed in the class. Only that you will be able to do all the questions. Clear? Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. If you will be in practice, then it will be so easy for you to do it in very less time. Now I hope so you will be able to solve this type of questions. One more thing, whatever question I am leaving, it means that, or the part of the question I am not doing, it means that you have to do it by yourself in your homework copy. If you feel any kind of problem, you can easily ask to us. We will be there for you. Clear? So now moving to part third of the question. It is same as we have discussed earlier. First, there are two parts, so we will write 3 over 2 times. Then we will convert it into mixed fraction. So 3 times 5 is 15. 15 add up to 1 will gives you 16. So we will write in the second part of the fraction as 16 over 3. Let me write 16 over 3. Now what I told you have to check there are factors or not. Yes. So if you see 3 times 1 is 3 and 2 ones are 2. 2 times of 8 is 16. Easy? So in this way we will reduce it. Now we will multiply the numerator part and denominator part together. If you will see in numerator we have 8 times 1, that is 8 only, and in denominator we have 1 times 1, that will give you result 1. So it is not compulsory to write 1 in the denominator. It is understandable that if there is no denominator, then 1 should be there. Now I hope so you have understood that how to reduce the fractions and how to multiply it. So in this way we will do it. As you have saw that on doing reduction, our answer part becomes more easy. Otherwise you have to multiply the numerator part, that is 16 times 3, and the denominator part, that is 3 times 2, and after that you reduce it. So better that before proceeding to the next step, please check that if we can reduce the factors, that cross factors or not, then you can easily proceed further. It will make your solution part more easier. So I think so you have understood that how to do this type of questions. Now we are proceeding to our next parts. In the next part you have to do the same thing. You have to first change it into improper fraction, then multiply. So if you will convert 5 times 3 is 15. 15 add up to 2 gives you 17. 17 over 5. times 4 over 7. Clear? Now you will check that we can reduce the cross part or not. If not, then multiply the numerator. Numerator 17 times 4 gives you 68 and 5 times 7 will give you 35. Clear? 68 over 35 is an improper fraction. If you will divide 68 by 35, what you will get? Yes, I have also shown on the picture. You will get the quotient as 1 and the remainder will be your 33, and you will write divisor as a denominator part. Clear? So 133 over 35 is the multiplication of this part. Now if we will see this question, in this question again 5 times 2 is 10, 10 plus 3 13, so we will write it as 13 over 5 times 3. Now you know how to multiply the fraction with a whole number. We will multiply the numerator, so we will write 13 times 3 gives you 39 over 5. So we are going to convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. If you will divide 39 by 5, you will get the quotient as 7, 4 as a remainder, and divisor we will write 5. So in this way we will do this question. I hope so you have understood that how to solve this type of questions. So before proceeding, whatever part I have left, please do it as a homework. Do it by yourself, then only you will be able to do questions by yourself. So I hope so you have understood all the things and all the concepts we have used today. So we'll discuss further questions in next class. Thank you.